The Aged Care Code of Conduct, also known as the Code, is in place to ensure the safety, health, well-being and quality of life of older people receiving aged care, regardless of who delivers that care. It does this by empowering older people, promoting respect, and building trust in the care they receive. The Code will help you better understand what is expected when delivering funded aged care services to older people. The Code applies equally to all registered providers, their responsible persons, for example, board members and chief executive officers, and aged care workers, including volunteers. This includes people employed by or otherwise connected to the provider or an associated provider of the registered provider. The Code doesn't apply to visiting medical practitioners, pharmacists, and other allied health professionals and tradespeople who perform work that is not under the control of the provider. For example, those visiting for a one-off maintenance task. However, these visiting medical and allied health practitioners are still required to provide safe and respectful care and behave in a way that aligns with the Code. The requirements of the Code should already be familiar to you as they are consistent with your existing obligations. Providers, responsible persons and workers must act in a way that is respectful, kind, and consistent with the behaviours set out in the Code. Providers have the additional obligation to take reasonable steps to make sure their aged care workers and responsible persons comply with the Code. The Code includes 8 requirements, which mean you have to act with respect for individuals' right to freedom of expression, self-determination, and decision-making in accordance with applicable laws and conventions. Treat individuals with dignity and respect and value their diversity. Respect the privacy of individuals. Deliver funded aged care services in a safe and competent manner with care and skill. Act with integrity, honesty, and transparency. Take action on quality and safety by promptly responding to issues and concerns. Deliver funded aged care services free from all forms of violence, discrimination, exploitation, neglect and abuse, including sexual misconduct. Take reasonable steps to prevent and respond to all forms of violence, discrimination, exploitation, neglect and abuse, including sexual misconduct. If you act in a way that is not consistent with the Code, the Aged Care Quality and Safety Commission can take action. This might include issuing caution letters. In the most severe circumstances, providers, responsible persons and aged care workers may be banned from being involved in aged care in the future. The Commission can also take compliance and enforcement action against registered providers. Any action that we take will afford you appropriate procedural fairness to have your say. To learn more about the Code, your obligations and other aged care reforms, visit the Commission's website.